Welcome back, friends, to episode 54 of our Car Mechanic Simulator Let's Play. I apologize to those of you who have been waiting for this next episode, as I have been busy doing the SnowRunner How to Retrieve series. Today, we are working on this Mazda. So let's refresh ourselves on what this car needs. So we're going to be doing some engine work, brakes, transmission, and filters. We have one part not discovered for the tapping sounds in the engine bay, which could possibly be the belt tensioner. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. And then we'll get started with the filters. All told, it shouldn't take a lot to get this car going. Okay, so I'm not seeing a belt tensioner. We are going to add 2 idler roller A's to our shopping list. Let's get this camera spun a little bit, because what I want to check, honestly, is to see if there's another belt that we can't see that would have the tensioner. We haven't worked on a lot of Mazdas in this series. So I'm not exactly sure. Okay, what do we have that's... Oh, the oil pan's gotta come off. Okay, well, let's go ahead and never hurts to check underneath anyway. And with over 1 million credits, giving them a fresh oil change is not a big deal. Okay, there definitely is something behind that timing cover that looks like it needs to be changed. Let's just go ahead and mark the transmission because that's not going to be repairable. We have our clutch release bearing. We have our pressure plate. Mark that. Then we have our clutch plate. But the flywheel looks like it's in good condition, and it is. So we'll get out of there. And there's our culprit. The crankshaft counterweight. Now, if we go in here and go to tapping sounds, you'll see it there. So though it may not have been what I originally thought it was going to be, we did find the missing part. Okay, so we can repair that idler roller. But we cannot repair the crankshaft counterweight. So let's find our crankshaft counterweight. And why is it not showing? We need to add that to our shopping list. We're going to go ahead and hop into the tablet. We are going to buy an air filter type A. Going to buy a fuel filter. We already have a clutch plate in storage, so we won't buy that. Buy a pressure plate. We'll buy a release bearing. Buy the oil filter. And we'll buy the gearbox. Nope. I want to close that. We want to buy the gearbox. Now we just need to grab an idler roller A and a clutch plate from our warehouse. Okay, now we want well, maybe we'll just stay in engines and nope. Okay. All that is purchased. Let's get this air filter out of here. And now we will slowly get this motor put back together. There's the bolt. So now if we check our progress, you will see the only thing left is the clutch release bearing there. We do need to switch back to disassemble mode so we can pull off the fuel filter. So that's all of our filters. Now we'll swing the camera around. Let's go ahead and put our starter in before we forget. Put our drive shaft in. Okay. So now it's time for us to focus on brakes. And as we can see already, we're going to need to either repair or replace this caliper. And it's going to need a set of pads. Okay, it's going to need a front disc ventilated. And that happens.